Hey guys, I just wanted to cover the Israel. All right, guys, I just wanted to cover this attack that Israel faced. So let's check out the IDF's page that Israel actually preempted. So let's check this out.
Hezbollah terrorist organization preparing to fire missiles. A short while ago, the IDF identified Hezbollah terrorist organization preparing to fire missiles, rockets towards Israeli territory. In a self-defense act to remove these threats, the IDF is striking terror targets in Lebanon from which Hezbollah was planning to launch their attacks on Israeli civilians. This follows more than 6,700 rockets, missiles, and explosive UAVs fired by Hezbollah at Israeli families, homes, and communities since October 8th. Hezbollah will soon fire rockets and possibly missiles and UAVs towards Israeli territory. We will shortly update the Home Front Command defensive guidelines for those in Israel. From right next to the homes of Lebanese civilians in the south of Lebanon, we can see that Hezbollah is preparing to launch an extensive attack on Israel while endangering the Lebanese civilians. We warn the civilians located in the areas where Hezbollah is operating to move out of harm's way immediately for their own safety. Hezbollah's ongoing aggression risks dragging the people of Lebanon, the people of Israel, and the whole region into a wider escalation. Israel will not tolerate Hezbollah's attacks on our civilians. We are operating in self-defense from Hezbollah and any other enemy that joins in their attacks against us. And we are ready to do everything we need to defend the people of Israel.
All right, these are some knocking down. That's a meme. Nasrallah right now. So basically, it looks like Israel did the right thing and preempted the attack, which is great, and not exactly what we always do. A lot of times we'll wait. I think that there was this soldier. Let me look this up. I think that there was this soldier that I saw that gave a pretty good update about what exactly is going on. I'm assuming this is another incredible video of the IDF in the north. They've been fighting in the north for a long time, and it's really being ignored because I guess Hezbollah is just not that interesting to people, and people don't like the fact that Israelis can be victims. But this thing has been going on for a good while. This isn't like just Hamas. They have the Houthis, you have Hezbollah, you have obviously Hamas, and you have a lot of enemies been ignored because Israel Hezbollah is trending on Twitter. Each time terrorist groups are trending on Twitter. Let's see what's going on. All right, this was the
IDF identified Hezbollah terrorist organization preparing to fire missiles, rockets towards Israeli territory. In a self-defense act to remove these threats, the IDF is striking terror targets in Lebanon from which Hezbollah was planning to launch their attacks on Israeli civilians. This follows more than 6,700 rockets, missiles, and explosive UAVs fired by Hezbollah at Israeli families, homes, and communities since October 8th. Hezbollah will soon fire rockets and possibly missiles and UAVs towards Israeli territory. We will shortly update the Home Front Command defensive guidelines for those in Israel. From right next to the homes of Lebanese civilians in the south of Lebanon, we can see that Hezbollah is preparing to launch an extensive attack on Israel while endangering the Lebanese civilians. We warned the civilians located in the areas where Hezbollah is operating to move out of harm's way immediately for their own safety. Hezbollah's ongoing aggression risks dragging the people of Lebanon, the people of Israel, and the whole region into a wider escalation. Israel will not tolerate Hezbollah's attacks on our civilians. We are operating in self-defense from Hezbollah and any other enemy that joins in their attacks against us. And we are ready to do everything we need.
Truth in Bites writes, breaking news, all hell's breaking loose in the Middle East as the IDF drops bombs inside southern Lebanon and #Hezbollah fires rockets towards Israel. Meanwhile, here in America, we have no one in the White House. I stand with Israel. Stand with Israel. That's good. I wanted to show this one clip that's very interesting. If we could just give me a minute. I think that's... Oh, okay, it should be here. There's this one clip of this IDF soldier who was called up, and it's just very interesting to see. Give me about 1 second. All right, here we go. Processing.
Hey guys, it's 5:40.
Sorry.
Hey guys, it's 5:40 in the morning here in Israel, and we're on the way to the border between Israel and Lebanon. At 5 a.m., the IDF spokesperson's office announced that Israel began a large-scale preemptive strike against multiple terror targets of Hezbollah inside South Lebanon. This is in order to prevent a large-scale attack that Hezbollah has been planning for a long time against the Israeli communities in response to the assassination of their chief of staff. 4 hours ago, Iraqi militias supported by Iran launched aerial strikes, including drones, towards the direction of the Jewish state. Okay, we're going to go there to see what's happening on the ground. So stay tuned.
Wow, that was a great update. I mean, I don't know how he had time to do that. And just to so let's see. People are sending videos of the rockets. Not a lot of people seem to know exactly what's going on. Again, Israel launched a preemptive strike. I mean, Israel's been attacked by Lebanon, Hezbollah for a long time, and seems like Hezbollah was planning a massive, large-scale attack. And Israel's in an emergency situation, so things are locked down. Ben Gurion Airport is down. Just refresh, see if anything else has been coming up. Let's see what this anti-Semite is talking about. I stand with Lebanon. Israel is a terrorist state. Okay. Just typical of Jackson Hinkle. He's such a joke. See if the IDF did any. Hezbollah has just launched over 150 projectiles from Lebanon toward Israeli territory. We target terrorist infrastructure. They target civilians. Wow. I'm assuming that that's a relatively large amount compared to what they've done before, because they, obviously tweeted about it, and looks like that was a big amount. Isn't it time to cut the heads of the snakes? Khomeini. What is this? This is just alerts.
Currently launching thousands of rockets and drones and targeting the world's only Jewish country, Israel, by the orders of their masters in Tehran. Please pray for Israel and stand with Israel, the last defender of the civilized world against Iranian regime and its terrorists. I'm as Iraqi and proudly stand with Israel, and I am certain that my Jewish cousins will prevail once again. I'm Israel Khan. Hezbollah terrorists has been launching and currently launching.
So a lot of people are talking about this on X. I heard that there are about 100,000 soldiers on the border with Lebanon ready to just go in and fuck them up. Okay.
This is breaking news. The Israelis are launching preemptive strikes against Hezbollah positions in Lebanon. I want to read you the statement that I've just received from an IDF official. It says, quote, the IDF identified the Hezbollah terrorist organization preparing to fire missiles and rockets toward Israeli territory. In response to these threats, the IDF is striking terror targets in Lebanon. The statement goes on to say Israeli Air Force fighter jets are currently striking targets belonging to the Hezbollah terrorist organization that posed an imminent threat to the citizens of the state of Israel. This is an important part of the statement. It goes on to say, following the strikes and in accordance with the IDF Homefront Command's situational assessment, life-saving guidelines for the public in certain areas of Israel will be published. The Israelis certainly bracing to see what the response from Hezbollah will be.
So we already know part of what the response has been. This is Trey Yingst. He's the great Fox News reporter that we all love, relatively pro-Israel. I just got an interesting notification from Open Source Intel, which has a lot of this news pretty quickly. And they're saying that Hezbollah's first initiation, basically their first plan attack, has failed. And they have fired over 320 projectiles. Most of them landed in open areas or have been intercepted by the Iron Dome. And those fucking Iron Dome missiles cost them so much money. And a lot of the rockets that are being fired in are not really these like insane rockets. They're just, they have to be shot down because they don't want people to die. But it's just an insane amount of money. So anyone that says like, oh, they just got shot down. Well, yeah, that's like 50 grand a fucking rocket. You know, it's not like this, oh, just we could just keep on smashing down the rockets. It's a big deal. To Tel Aviv at 5 a.m. Okay, so they were looking to hit Tel Aviv. Okay, which makes sense. They want to go for more of the populated areas. Watch, Israel's jets are en route to neutralize Hezbollah missiles targeting Tel Aviv early this morning. Oh, wow. You know, war in 2024, in 2023, really in the 20th century, has been insane because you have people on an X, a social media platform, getting news 10 times before the news is. It's just unbelievable. It's unbelievable to look at. Let's see if Fox News has anything on this. Let's see. Okay, Fox News. I'm sure they have something. They should have something at this point. Okay, they don't. Makes sense. Okay. Let's go back to X. I mean, you see, X knows it way before. Hezbollah stops its fire on Israel because, for the moment, they are unable to continue to do so. Israel destroyed hundreds of Hezbollah launchers. Imagine the attack size if Israel hadn't preemptively struck over 150 sites this morning. Wow. So Israel pretty much destroyed a lot of their rocket launchers, which is great. I mean, in a way, this is a preemptive strike, but something that was inevitable. So it's not terrible that we're being attacked. Like, yeah, it's bad, but it's much better than if this were to happen without our knowing anything and, you know, it turning into a total shit show. Okay, so let's see what people are saying. Let's go to IDF. The IDF. Okay. Daniel Hanukkah, pray for us, pray for the people of Israel, pray for the soldiers of the IDF, pray for the success of the free world. The IDF has launched an attack. This is the official state of Israel.
Whoa. Willow.
Words of the IDF. Okay, so it seems like not so many people know exactly what's going on, but basically, Hezbollah was planning an attack for a very long time, and the IDF and Israel obviously got wind of it because of the fact that they've some of the best intelligence in the world, and they launched their preemptive strike and then and neutralized a lot of Hezbollah rocket launchers, and then Hezbollah launched its attack, and now most of its rocket launchers are destroyed. So all in all, it's looking good as of now. I mean, I don't want to jinx it, but it's looking like Israel pretty much decapitated the head off the snake with regards to Hezbollah in a lot of cases, and we'll see how this progresses. And how it affects Iran, I don't even know. How it affects the war in Gaza, we'll have to see. but right now it's looking relatively okay. And it was a great idea that Israel launched a preemptive strike, and we'll see where some of those rockets, if they landed anywhere near Tel Aviv or these other places, if they did any damage or chas v'shalom, or God forbid, caused any casualties. So, subscribe to Jewish Uncensored. We'll keep you updated, but for right now, it doesn't seem like there's any more information that we can go off of. As the news networks come out with more stuff, we'll get you that information, maybe on a community post and maybe even another live stream later tonight. All right, I'll see you guys.